Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Just a reminder for those of you who are on Long Island, I'll be at the Sachem Library today in Holbrook, New York. That's exit 61 on the LIE at 2 o'clock this afternoon for a solid hour plus of weather talk and conversation. So if you'd like, it's absolutely free. That's the Sachem Library in Holbrook, New York, on Long Island. And if you're like me to come out to your particular library to give a weather talk, let them know to get in touch with me. I'm pretty easy to find. Okay, so we have the worst part of the week ahead of us, really, because after yesterday and the nice weather yesterday, that's it. And now it's sort of downhill from here. The two weather systems that are in play Wednesday for overnight Wednesday night into the first part of Thursday. That is going to produce some ice. I don't think it's going to be anything extensive, but there will be ice risks for much of the state of Pennsylvania, except the southwest and southeastern part of the state. And most of the ice accretion is going to be on the order of a tenth of an inch or less, with a few pockets pushing it up to about 0.15 or perhaps a little bit higher. And also that potential for icing will extend into northern New Jersey, particularly north and west, north of Route 78 and west of 287, and also up the Hudson Valley, and light icing into Connecticut and Massachusetts. This is for the first wave that is coming up. The second wave is going to produce icing up in areas in central and northern New England, where temperatures are going to be marginal. So there might be a whole round of mixed precipitation to deal with. And as far as snow is concerned, we know how elusive that has been for much of the region from northeastern Virginia to southern New England. And it's going to remain elusive as even though what you're seeing here is a coating to an inch. I honestly think that there will be very little, if any, snow here on the southern tier. Now, there might be some higher amounts as you go up through upstate New York, particularly in the Adirondacks, northern New England, northern New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine, where it'll be a 3 to 5, maybe some isolated 6-inch amounts in a few places at some of the higher elevations. But for everybody else, I think this is minor. Another area of the country that's seeing snow, by the way, is in Texas. And Dallas-Fort Worth has not seen snow, any kind of accumulating snow, since 2015. So this will be the first time in 5 years. It looks like they're going to be right on the edge of the coating with heavy snows for Texas, for northern Texas on northeastward into parts of Kansas. And this particular system that's going to impact us in the east is also going to produce basically a swath of 3 to 6 inch snows up through from St. Louis to about Chicago, Milwaukee, and then north and eastward into the lower peninsula of Michigan. The satellite this morning showing clouds rolling in. So as far as the sunshine that we had yesterday, we're pretty much done with that. And with respect to the radar, we do see some rain showers here that are rolling through eastern Pennsylvania in through New Jersey. This was as of 6:30 this morning, and you can see showers continuing onto the south and west. We're going to get this first band through today, and then there'll probably be a bit of a break as we wait for the cold front to come through late tonight into early on Wednesday. And that, of course, sets the table for the weather systems to follow. So for the rest of today, as we roll back on the weather models here, we'll take a look. This is our system for, let me just make sure I got the latest one, which we do. I'm going to switch to the GFS because the NAM is not really showing the precip all that well. So here's our precip and what it looks like this morning with the rain to the southwest. And again, we should get a little bit of a break, maybe another round of showers overnight into early Wednesday morning. Now, at this point, the front is through and has pushed down into Virginia and North Carolina. And now you can watch the wave that comes up from the south. So once the showers end tomorrow morning, we're just going to sit in clouds for the rest of the day. It is going to turn colder. Temperatures will be in the 50s to around 60 today in the warmest spots. 60 will occur well south and west of Philadelphia, 50s everywhere else. And then for Wednesday, temperatures are going to be easing, eventually finding their way into the 30s as that high builds to our north. And this sets us up for the potential for some ice here overnight Wednesday night into Thursday morning as this first wave of low pressure moves on through. You can see the model shows this fairly well. It heads up into New England. Rains will end early Thursday morning, only to fire up once again Thursday afternoon. In some areas, it will be continuous, though, and then it fires up again later Thursday afternoon and Thursday night with a second wave of low pressure here. Severe weather is likely from North Carolina down into Georgia and North Florida. The Storm Prediction Center has an early slight risk in this area, and we could see maybe a couple of thunderstorms in the mix, maybe not severe, but we certainly could see some thunderstorms with heavy rains here Thursday night into Friday before that low pulls away. We'll turn colder and drier after that. Now, for the weekend, as far as any chances for snow here, there'll be a little bit of backside lake effect going on in parts of Pennsylvania and West Virginia and Ohio on Friday. But in order for us to get ever to see any kind of accumulating snow this winter, the way things are going, it's going to come where very small windows of opportunity appear, where you've got cold air and you have a weather system in play. And it looks like we may have one of those little windows of opportunity here for Saturday night into Sunday. This is a weak system that's rolling along in the flow. We'll have some marginal cold air around to work with. So for snow lovers, this may be your chance, your one and only chance, but it may be your chance. And then that low moves away. And if we look in the longer range, it's just more of the same nonsense with the weather system after weather system and not much cold air to deal with. So, as I said from the start, the best part of the week is now behind us, and weather conditions will deteriorate for the rest of the work week, so bear that in mind. We will keep you up to date weather-wise, of course, with the latest posts. Be sure you've got my weather app downloaded, the Meteorologist Joe Cioffi weather app, which is what it's called, and you can download that on Google Play or on the App Store. And by the way, it has every snow and ice forecast map from South Carolina clear up to northern Maine. So if you're anywhere in the Northeast, you can find out how much snow and ice you're going to get. And those maps are National Weather Service forecasts that update automatically. So you can check in the morning and then check later in the day. Always make sure you look at the timestamp on those maps. Okay, so the Joe and Joe Weather Show on YouTube tonight at 7 o'clock. So be sure to tune into my YouTube channel. And Joe Rayo's YouTube channel is Joe Rayo Weather. And you should tune into his to catch his short fuse updates, which he'll probably do one later today. Have a great Tuesday. We will see you later.